And it seems we are here again. You almost had me, Call of Duty. You almost had me this time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Black Ops 4 has, of course, introduced microtransactions. We all knew this was coming eventually. I mean, it has to. It's Activision and Treyarch, but how they've handled it is weird. So, we all know that Blackout is pretty much COD's answer to Fortnite. It's understandable. Whilst many people might not like the game, Fortnite is an undeniable global success and has become one of the most popular and lucrative titles of recent memory. To say it hasn't is objectively wrong. I mean, look at its revenue statistics and its player numbers. It is massive. So obviously it's going to have its copycats. Call of Duty has taken a note from Fortnite's book this year, offering a Battle Pass style system for microtransactions as opposed to the crypto keys and loot boxes of past titles. Battle Passes can be great if they're done right, don't get me wrong, but my god, they've done it wrong. Firstly, Battle Pass progress can be earned just by playing multiplayer or Blackout. That's pretty good, right? Blackout players get to fight for that sweet victory whilst earning new cosmetic rewards. Multiplayer players get to frag out whilst also earning the cool rewards. And Zombies players get face paints. Really boring face paints. I don't get it. Why would Treyarch avoid giving Black Market progression to Zombies? Generally across the board, most players play a fairly healthy mix of Zombies, Blackout and multiplayer, but even if you are one of those kind of fringe Zombies only players, perhaps stuff in the Black Market could convince you to play some multiplayer just to use the new goodies, or they could even be adapted to be used for Zombies. Zombies players are completely locked out of the progression in this mode, and it really makes no sense. Of course, I use the term progression loosely. Yeah, you're progressing through the tiers constantly, but it more feels like you're actually slowly crawling through a swamp, and that swamp is full of pain and 9-bang spam, and you also have no legs and arms. And at the end of the swamp, there's a common gesture, and another swamp, and another swamp, and another one. But, wait, why bother trudging through the swamps where you can just get the bus? That's right, you can buy all the tiers of the Battle Pass with COD points. Nice and simple, I'm going to do that right now. Let's just go ahead, select these, hit buy, and that's over $100. Well, isn't this fun? Black Market progression is deliberately slow in Black Ops 4 to encourage you to spend your COD points on buying tiers, which, if you want something higher tier like Hudson for Blackout at tier 199, oh well, you'd best just go downstairs and swipe your mom's credit card, because that is a lot of money to spend on a bald guy in a suit. And at this time of year, there are better bald guys in suits that you can spend that money on. Hitman 2! Not to mention the fact that First Strike, the season we're currently in, which I think has about 40 days left as of the day of recording, it's a time-limited event, so this could be the last chance you get for a long time to get some of these rewards that are on the tier system. Now don't get me wrong, things like Hudson could, reappear in 3 to 6 months, and they could be tier 30, they could be tier 50, they could be back up at tier 199, but this could be the last chance you get for a long while to earn these rewards, or it could be the first and last chance if, Activision and Treyarch are feeling particularly cheeky. If you don't want to buy the tiers though, you can also spend COD points directly on outfits for your favourite characters. Well, apart from the fact you can't choose which character, and you can't really customise the outfit or anything, I'll be honest, if the first week of purchasable skins is anything to go by, they're lacking in quality. They're just nothing too special. They're something I'd expect to get as a mid to high tier progression reward from Black Ops 3. Any form of grinding out hero gear for your new favourite characters, or even just trying to unlock new and different cosmetics, is gone, replaced by this god-awful system. There aren't many things I'll praise Black Ops 3 for, but the progression system for unlocking cosmetics for your favourite characters is one of them. It was interesting, it was fun, it gave you something to aim for, and I went for hero gear on all of my characters, and I would have got there too if it wasn't for Rejack. Anyway, Blackjack's shop isn't open yet, and apparently that will hold different unique gear. It could hold some truly glorious content, but the main questions are going to be A, how good will the content actually be, because if it's anything like what's currently in the special order shop, I don't want it, and B, how much will it cost, because I'm going to guess it's going to be quite overpriced, and I don't want to pay $15 for a weapon skin. I don't want to do it. Perhaps one of the worst things about the Battle Pass is that, apart from certain weapon cosmetics and characters for Blackout, a good 90% of the Battle Pass is full of filler, with stickers you're never likely to see, and emotes nobody will ever equip. So that's about 90% of the Battle Pass. Another 7% is useless sprays and such that come from reserves, which are like loot boxes. More filler to make sure that you're not treated too nice. And then the final 3% is stuff you actually want. Most of it at a ridiculously high tier, and you don't even get to open the loot box anymore, it just automatically opens for you. I think probably the worst part about this really aggressive monetization is the people on YouTube specifically that take advantage and promote it for views. This is a particular problem with bigger Call of Duty YouTubers. Look, unboxing videos are easy content to make, they really are. I've done a few and they are just easygoing casual content that people watch. They're also a foolproof plan. If you're a larger YouTuber, you are guaranteed to have the video watched by a good amount of your fan base, and that will most likely make more money than it took to buy the loot boxes or tiers to make that video. It's easy input for better output, but we all know how easy it is to influence people, especially if you have a large community on YouTube. Now, it's not a YouTuber's job to set a good example, and it's not a YouTuber's obligation to put morals above content. But the worst part is that many of the YouTubers that do this are the same ones that complain about microtransactions the next year. They know it's a bad system, they know they shouldn't be advertising something like this, but they do it anyway because it is easy content, and people do watch it. The obvious argument against this is, well, you know, people can make their own decision about buying loot boxes, and yeah, they can. YouTubers shouldn't influence you to the point where you feel like you have to buy loot boxes or tiers, because you never have to. You are your own person, you're capable of thought and free will, but endorsing and advertising such an aggressive system with easy casual content is questionable at best. So at this point, some of you out there might be thinking, well, you know, I'm a really good player, I should be able to just fly through the tiers if I grind, right? I wish. Tiers are not based on score, they're not based on XP, they're not based on win-loss, anything like that, they're based on time played. You'd have to play upwards of 250 hours to get all the way to tier 200, and even after then, the tiers continue offering reserve rewards for every tier. Clearly Activision have found an even better way to shell out their customers for every penny they're worth, and this time you don't even have the mild satisfaction of opening the loot box. I don't understand why Activision continue to do this, especially with one of the titles that could have redeemed the franchise somewhat in the eyes of most players. You know, it's almost like there was a better solution. If only they knew what to do. If Black Ops 4 is going to replicate any system from previous CODs for its loot box system, Infinite Warfare system would be the absolute best choice. Wait, so they do know what to do, they just choose not to do it. Activision are back to their usual shenanigans by aggressively monetising the game, and this time they've upped the ante by removing cosmetic progression challenges. The most common argument against this is, well, it's only cosmetics, you can't even see them when you're playing. The thing is, cosmetics are part of the game and they do affect overall gameplay and enjoyment, hence why games like Team Fortress 2 still have a cosmetic market that is very much alive and kicking over 10 years after its original release. I'd like to say we'll maybe see one day where a change is made and, you know, it's easier to earn tiers or it's less expensive, but I just don't see it myself. I think we'll be stuck with this, frankly, shitty microtransaction system for the rest of Black Ops 4's life cycle, until the next COD game comes around. Just wait until they lock new weapons behind Battle Pass tiers. Oh, that's going to be fun. Reddit's going to have fun with that one. Thank you very much for watching. It's definitely a bit more of a critical video today, but I do think it's important to talk about shitty business practices when they crop up, even if we know for a fact Activision don't care and definitely will not listen. If you've enjoyed the video, leave a like and let me know how you're feeling about Black Ops 4 and the Battle Pass in the comments below. Activision might not care about you, but you are always cared for in our brand new Discord. Ha! Gay! Anyone is welcome to join, whether you've been here since the first video or you joined us just now. Hopefully you haven't been here since the first video, because, you know, first few hundred videos weren't really very good. Now, anyway, come join us, play some games, hang out, chat, suggest new stuff for videos, whatever you like. The link to our Discord is in the description of this video, and you can also find it on my channel banner. If you do go to my channel banner though, don't forget to check out the rest of the channel whilst you are there. A huge wealth of content is on the way, covering games like Black Ops 4, Red Dead 2, and more. So, have a look around, subscribe if you like what you see. Hit the notification bell and be the first to see the next video, and join us on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.